Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
I'm going to read a comment that was left on one of our videos, and thank you very much to the subscriber who left this. And I want your opinion, Mr. Magazine.
Okay.
You can also find stuff on Marketplace and occasional estate sales. I always thought you guys, with 25,000 plus items, and other resellers on YouTube are hoarders, are taking inventory away from us casual sellers.
That's an interesting one.
I thought so. That's why I brought it here.
I don't see that. I guess it's not, first come, first serve. I mean, technically it is at some of these places, but it's your right, it's your livelihood to do what you think is right for your business. So if you feel, you go into an estate sale or something, I don't think you go into an estate sale and walk out with 20 boxes of stuff. Maybe a garage sale or a church sale or something like that. But it is your right. It's you doing it for your business. You're not doing it to hoard. It's something that you're getting a deal on something. All of our goals is to list what we buy, not to just spend. If I'm just spending the money and sitting everything in the corner, I'm not making any money. But my goal is to sell everything. And if at some point, I'm already overloaded, we can bulk it out, we can flip it, we can lot it out. So we do have options, but at least it's here in case, and plus for a backup, what if there's a dry run where for 3 years there's nothing out there? For whatever reason, there's no collectibles to buy, there's no estate sales, no church sales, no auctions. Well, then what? People will be coming to you because you have something that they need and you don't need it all. So, I feel it's... I don't agree with that person, but he's entitled to his opinion.
Well, and it was an interesting take, and that's why I wanted to bring it. I guess I have a few thoughts on the matter. My first thought is, would you find it in the first place? Probably not.
No, right,
because, again, I'm around Rochester, and let's just say that this individual were around Rochester. Is he going to the church sale I'm going to? Is he going to the flea market I'm going to? Is he going to the estate sale I'm going to, et cetera?
Right.
Maybe, maybe not. Now, obviously, if this person or anybody were to show up at every sale 5 minutes after me and sees me carrying everything out to my car, and they go,
they want everything exactly items that you want.
Right.
Everywhere you go,
they're in the paper. Right.
He's just missing each one. Well,
he's in the paper. I could see the anger. That I could definitely see.
From a competitive standpoint, though, you go earlier. I guess that's
you don't follow me.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
But I guess number two is just because nobody out there is going to have exactly the same options that I have to buy. I mean, Rochester does have enough sales, and I do well enough at the sales that I go to, that I suppose if you went to every single sale and bought everything out, hey, great, good for you. Then you would wind up in the same problem that we are, that you would have more stuff than you can sell. But the other thing is, a lot of times we end up just saving the stuff from landfills because it isn't just that I buy stuff at estate sales, which is a public arena, and it's not just that I buy stuff at flea markets, which is a public arena. I buy things from other dealers that I absolutely know would recycle the stuff if I didn't buy it from them. Sure. I buy things from house calls that the people would either recycle or throw out or stick back in their corner if they're not able to sell. Right. So those are things that are coming fresh to market from my going out and doing these things.
Well, these are things that we've earned these connections over the years, and so it's nothing that this person's losing out on because they would never get that connection. They haven't. Maybe they're hard workers in their own mind or whatever, do what they got to do. But like we've been doing this for full time, 80, 90, 100 hours weekly for years, and building up this connection, that connection, this dealer, this seller, and and for me, I either buy most of it out of my shop, or Aaron goes all over the country because they're finding me through my website, which is something I built up as well. Yep. So I don't think I pertain to him, but I see what he's saying, but I don't agree with it.
Right. No, and again, I do thank him for posting the comment because it is making for an interesting topic. And I think the last comment that I'd like to make is, I think there was a scintilla of truth to what he's saying. Back in the old days,
like the auctions that we went to, something like that seemed to be very competitive. You go there, you want to outbid people, and plus it's a level playing field. If you want it, you have to be the highest bidder. So if you're leaving with a lot of stuff, well, maybe you were dumb and wasted a lot of money, or no one else knew the stuff was good. But either way, you have the opportunity. And if he's, say he lives in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, doesn't pertain to us at all, but maybe there's someone there that keeps beating him to these sales. Well, you got to get up early or something, or you got to go to different ones. Maybe drive an hour out of the way and find some fresh area that this person's not going to be there. So,
that's a good point too. Change your stopping grounds as well. But I think the last big change that I've made is selling on Whatnot. And I know you're not the biggest fan of that, Mr. Magazine, but selling on Whatnot, I know I've moved 4,200, 4,300 items, something other like that. And yes, I'm making money. And yes, I'm selling the items for more than I paid for them. Of course, it is a business. That being said, I am giving a really good deals to people potentially. If they come over there, they buy things. I'm kind of trying to do the legwork for the resellers. Now, in the old days, those 4,500 items would be crammed somewhere in boxes in the house. And again, at that point, yes, there would be a lot more of the hoarder side of things to it. There definitely is a hoarder aspect to things, unless you're super disciplined. If you're super disciplined, it's a different story. Or if you're like, no, I only want this one item out of there, and yes, I know you want $500 for the whole pile. I'll give you $500 for this one item, and you keep everything else. If you did it that way, yes, certainly you would avoid that. However, we make our money because we buy the entire pile and then we sell it off. But again, I do want to, obviously we're not trying to pick on you for making the comment. We definitely do appreciate it. And again, it's stimulated some interesting conversation here. And I do see the point.
Again, too, if this subscriber is losing out a lot and feels, multiple people are hoarding these items, there's other options, and you can, he can try Whatnot. You can try buying lots on eBay. There's pallets you can be buying. So there's other options out there for you to be successful, not just going to these, estate sales, church sales, whatever.
Well, and I think the last part about it is I'm lucky in that I've got a day job for a little while longer. So I've got another source of income. I don't have to sell the stuff I bought. If I decided that, I'm going to get another job after I retire and I'm going to work till I'm 70 and I'm shutting down my eBay store, but I'm going to pick it back up when I'm 70. But I continued buying at the pace I'm buying right now, and I put shed up after shed up after shed up and was filling all these sheds with great deals that I was picking up. Guess what's going to happen? I'm going to turn 70, not want to sell the stuff, and it's all going to, or hold a public auction, or, and that would be another opportunity for the subscriber to get all the stuff, because I've gone and curated it all for all these years, and then just said, I'm 72 years old. I don't want to start over again. I'm just going to sell it all.
Bill Belichick.
That is true. I am not. So that's another side of it too, is I guess that would be the other positive way to look at it is, if it is true that we are hoarders, well, eventually it's all going to hit the market again as well, unsold and untouched. So you'll get another opportunity, and you'll probably be able to pick it up for pennies on a dollar at that point as well. Again, I'm not trying to pick on you at all. We definitely do appreciate the comment, and you got a nice little conversation out of it. By all means, if anybody else has other topics, I've got a pile of topics we're going to be talking about in future episodes as well. Definitely do appreciate it. We kind of trying to touch on a lot of things that other resellers do not. One thing, though, that we all need, every reseller, is for you to hit the like button. And we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.